Hello scrapbooking friends, and thank you for joining me for another process video. So today I am working on another layout about my great nephew Charlie here visiting the pumpkin patch. And just looking at this now, even before I've put the layout together, I'm pretty sure this is going to be one of my most favourite layouts ever. So white texture cardstock, and onto that I have layered a piece of pattern paper from My Little Boy Echo Park. And it's the 4x6 journaling cards sheet. The other side had some really nice journaling cards on it, but I had to use this side. It's just I think it's going to be one of my most favourite pattern papers ever. And quite often when I use a bold or busy pattern paper, I don't like to frame it. I like to just use the pattern paper. But on this occasion, I really felt as it needed a frame, and I just couldn't decide what colour. I tried different ones, and then when I put the white on, it was like, whoa, game changer. Absolutely perfect. So, yeah, one 4x6 portrait photo of little Charlie here at the pumpkin patch, layered onto torn tracing paper. It's going to be another top left to bottom right design, a favourite of mine, of course. I've got the wood pumpkin here from the fall collection at the range, and I've watercoloured that with orange watercolour, a little bit of green watercolour, and then the brown section there I've sprayed using my Dylusions melted chocolate ink bottle. And this is Vicky Boo in was it Colour Rush? I can't remember which collection it came from, but I actually won it. I won a set of that from Hey Little Magpie, so I've been using that a little bit. Try to use that when I can. I don't do a lot of mixed media, but every now and again I do. So the die cuts come from the Simple Stories Sentiment Bits, the Simple Vintage Woodlands collection, and as does the tag that I've cut apart from the actual tag cut apart sheet, 12 by 12 sheet. And then I've raised this one onto a little bit of foam and this one onto a little bit of foam. And even though it's going to be a very, very simple layout, what you see is almost what you get here. Yeah, I can already tell it's a favourite. So I think I'll get the title down first. I want to place this hello onto the orange and the yellow. Don't know why, but that's what looks nice to me. And then I'm going to nestle the pumpkin alongside that. When I bought these pumpkins, I didn't really know what I was going to use them for. I thought maybe I might use them on cards or something, but yeah, absolutely loving using them on the layout. Now then, did I want that to go a little bit higher? I'm not sure. It's deciding where I want the pumpkin to sit. I thought I wanted to sit it on the green originally, then I thought about maybe the yellow. Actually, I don't want to move it about too much now, so I'm going to leave it as I originally planned it on the green there. The photo is laid onto the tracing paper, and I think I do want that to be angled slightly, as he's kind of looking that way, and it's a torn edges, so I quite like to put my torn edges offset slightly, and I want it to be within the frame. I think that is probably about right. That's gone down now, so that is not coming up. Put this little nature die cut down the bottom there, just straight. We'll have that straight, just in the corner there. I'll try not to nudge that whilst I'm doing the rest of the layout. Got this lovely little die cut piece here, absolutely lovely. I'll pop that onto the little tag there, and there probably will be a little bit of journaling or something on the tag, but I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. And of course the date, I will be adding the date to that as well. I'm going to nestle this just underneath the tracing paper. I think I'm going to have that going straight. There was a little bit of a mark, on this paper here, there was a little bit of damage to the yellow, and I tried to colour it with a yellow pen, but it's not really covered it very well, but it's actually barely noticeable. So I think I want this to go slightly under the photo, only very slightly, with the line, the bottom of the tag lined up with this line here, and then so you can see the whole of the die cut and a little bit of the mushroom, and pop that down like that. And I've added, as you can see, I've added some jute twine or some string twine to the tag already. I did want to add a eyelet to that, but I just couldn't get it. The hole was too big. I used my little tiny little hole punch to punch the hole instead of using my crocodile. If I'd used my crocodile, then I would have been able to add an eyelet, but it's fine. I don't mind it as it is. So that is the layout, I think, completed. I had a few other die cuts that I was thinking of placing up here from the set, but I actually think I actually put those away because I just prefer this kind of very simple layout, just really focusing on the photo. I don't know if that's a mark on the photo. If it is, yes it is. It's just a little bit of glue. I'm going to say I'll have to reprint the photo, but if not, I'll just peel it away like I just did. I've got the wood dots again, my beloved wood dots here. I think on my previous layout I was going to add them, didn't, and then I added them after the video was finished. So that was in, I think it would have been in the photo at the end of the video. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to add these to this layout. I think it's going to stay as it is. So that is a very speedy layout. I spent a little bit of time decorating the pumpkin, of course, and I inked the edges of the tag and this little die cut here. But other than that, very speedy layout. And I'm quite good at speedy layouts. I do like a speedy layout. Simple, straightforward, speedy layout. And this one, bold, absolutely beautiful. Love it. Once again, thanks for joining me. Stay safe, take care, and I shall see you next time.